And we're back with Philipp Weidinger, the winner of our second feature match of the day. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well executed, well executed. That was certainly an interesting deck. Did you know what your opponent's cards were doing, the Lunar Light monsters?
Not a single card.
Not a single card?
No.
Okay, so let us have like a piece of it. Like, what's it like for you? You're playing, you have a pretty good start, and then suddenly he's starting with like evenly matched in the first game.
Yeah. I was pretty sure he's playing a going second deck after the evenly, but I was pretty sure it was the right decision to not negate it with Vortex.
Thomas gave you a lot of credit for that. Thomas was like, yeah, it's a good choice.
Yeah. He showed me after the match he had another one, so it was 100% the right decision. But that he had an opening hand like this with an OTK combo, I didn't knew. So I was pretty respectful to the deck.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he did end up winning the first game.
Yes.
So what was going on in your head after that first game?
That all my friends will laugh at me when I lose to Lunar Lights.
Okay, we kind of...
Very similar to the discussion that we were having on the desk here.
Yeah, we were explaining that very thing. But you did recover. You did recover. What did you side in? How did you change your deck for that matchup?
I sided 1 Ash and 2 Ghost Ogres out because I didn't see much of his from his cards, and I decided to side in the dimensional barriers because I saw some fusions, and I was pretty sure it could be a good decision.
Right, right.
And for the second, for going second, I sided in 2 Evenlies, 2 Twin Twisters, and the second Ash, and sided out something not that combo-based cards like the Stargazer, one of the Dragon Shrines, one of the Desire, the Upstart Goblin, because I saw it was really close to the timeout, and yeah, it worked out for me.
Yeah, it did work out pretty well. Thomas, is there anything about that deck where you say, I would do this differently? I remember you saying at the very beginning that it's a fairly standard build. Is there something that you would change now?
Well, no, I have some questions about the deck. Obviously, we're all expecting Pendulum Magician to have a very strong performance this event, but we see several different builds. There's the standard build or the FTK version, and even with the standard build, there are lots of different ways that you can put it together. So you've chosen to use a Magical Exemplar as opposed to some people using the Mythical Beast engine, or in complete opposite side, the FTK. What brought you to this particular build of Pendulum Magicians?
I didn't test that much, but a friend of mine told me he bricked with the Mystical Beast engine. So I was like, yeah, okay. I saw the decklist from Atlanta, and most of the players didn't play hand traps, and I feel safe when I play hand traps. So the decision was to play some, and I couldn't fix it with 40 cards because I like to play 40 cards. It's the most consistent build. And yeah, that's how I decided deck.
Right.
I think the FTK can lose to hand traps, and I don't want to use all my combos, lose to 1 hand traps, and lose the game afterwards.
Right.
So that was the decision for the build, and I think it's pretty standard. I decided to run every good card at 3, like Pendulum Call, Dragon Shrine, and Pot of Desires. Helped me very much for my combos, and yeah.
Okay. So you did a lot of playtesting prior to the tournament?
No.
No, not at all. So you relied more on input from your friends, basically?
Yes, the most of the time
Okay.
they tested and told me what they learned from the testings.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's your expectation now going into the weekend?
I think it's a pretty hard format because when you go first, you have to be a little bit lucky for what exceed or what synchro you make. But I think will be much pendulum for the top cut, and yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
So let's see. It's basically taking it one match at a time.
Yes.
All right. Thomas, anything else, or are we good to go? Guys, that's it for round 2. I think that the main event is already almost ready to get their pairings together again. So there's a very good chance that we're going to be back very soon with more coverage from YCS Bochum 2018. See you in just a bit.